Hello, tribe. I hope everyone is doing great and that when you watch this episode of Love Chat that you're in great health, and for those that are not in great health, I wish you quick recovery. Okay? And for those who are have lost someone due to this pandemic, my prayers are with you. My deepest condolences. We're going to jump into something that I think was very important for us to have right now during this. Well, I'm not allowed to say what it is. I hear that they won't let me. You won't see this if I say the word that starts with the C and ends with the number. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm talking about. But today we're talking about self-love. And since we're talking about self-love, I decided no color, no filter. Well, black and white filter, that's about it. Nothing else. No color, no makeup, not combing hair. We're on a stay home order anyway. So what was the purpose? I mean, I don't mind getting myself dolled up. That's something I like to do. My self-love. But considering what we're talking about today and how we're going to begin, I decided to just basically be bare. Sort of. You understand what I'm saying? So I got the scarf, no eyebrows, no face, none of that. Black and white. Let's just stay focused. This segment is about self-love, which is something that I think, especially right now, we really need to tap into. So many people that I know don't even believe in the self-love movement, I should call it. Maybe that's what I'll call this. Self-love movement. I like the way that sounds. But so many people don't do it. They don't think they're worthy. They don't think they should. They think it's too much. You think it's narcissistic. It's not. It's a necessity. So let's dive into it. First thing is, self-love is described as regard for one's well-being and happiness. Yes, I take notes. I got my notes. Maybe you need to take some notes too. Chiefly considered as a desirable rather than a narcissistic characteristic. That's exactly what I was talking about. We have a habit, and we've been told by people who don't self-love that you're being conceited or narcissistic because you love yourself. It's not so. And whatever you decide to do for your self-love movement is what you decide to do. I really, honestly, as we're going into this, I want to say, I want to know what you do for self-love. I really want you to comment. I really want you to tag somebody that you want to self-love or that you want to self-love. And I want to know what you do. It's not just for me. It's for everybody who watches this video. I want to know, what do you do for self-love? But let's continue. The other thing is, it's also defined as regard for one's own happiness and advantage. It's a necessity. Like I said, it's a human necessity. We don't do it enough. Just because you're taking care of yourself does not mean that you're self-involved. Does not mean that you're narcissistic. If you don't take care of you first, who's going to take care of you? In order for someone else to know how to take care of you, you got to show them. You have to show. You can show them better than you can tell them. So I'm going to show you that you can't treat me any kind of way. I'm going to show you how I love myself. So I'm going to set the bar on how to love me by loving myself first. If I love myself enough, if you don't love me, I'm going to recognize it and I can move on. Or if you feel like you can't love me the way I love me, you can move on. You got to set the bar on how you want to be loved. So that starts with self-love. You got to do it. It is a human necessity. But sometimes it's disregarded as a flaw. Let's just be honest. We said that earlier. Sometimes it's disregarded as a flaw. People call it vanity and say that you're being selfish. It's really not. If going to the nail shop every week, every 2 weeks, or however often you go is how you self-love yourself, do it. Getting your hair done, getting your hair cut, for men, getting lined up, getting your beard all done, because we're in the beard movement right now. If that's what you do to self-love yourself, do it. Seriously. If it's sitting on the side of at a river, listening to the waves of the water, whatever you gotta do to bring yourself to a point where you feel the love, going to get you a scoop of ice cream. Love yourself. If it's working out every day to get your body a certain way, sometimes people work out not because they want to work out and lose weight and be fit, but because that's how they love themselves. That's what feels good to them. So whatever makes you feel good in your self-love, as long as you're not damaging yourself, do it. What's the problem with it? Let's go. So we have to practice self-love, but I just named off a few things that people may do, but it's unique to every person. Every person's self-love is different. How you feel that you need to be loved and how you need to love yourself is not the same as me. My self-love doesn't look like your self-love. It might look familiar, but it's not the same, because we're all different. It's uniquely made by you, for you who are unique. You're the only you. This is the killer part. Not only is it unique, everybody deserves it. Literally, everyone deserves it. Not just me, not just you. Everybody. No matter who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter what your nationality is, no matter what your favorite food is, everyone deserves it. It helps relieve stress. It helps clear your mind. It helps you learn who you are. You get to learn things sometimes you didn't even know you liked by practicing self-love. And you gotta do it daily. Not just do it today and then decide, I'm not going to do this again for another 6 months. Because it is a necessity, you have to find time. Sometimes it's just getting away and being quiet. For some of us, there's a certain person that you want around that brings you some kind of peace. Could be that the peace is laughter. Could be the peace is just sitting there listening to you. But that's your self-love. Everyone deserves it. You define it and you do it on a daily basis. And it doesn't have to be one specific thing. Again, it's uniquely designed for you by you. It could be a million things. It could be one thing. But I'm going to do something. Wrote down some other notes here. There's one reason that you need to learn to self-love. And that's because you need to be your biggest fan. If you're not your fan, who's going to be your fan? If you don't love you, who loves you? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to practice this every day. It's just 5 things. Number 1, choose positivity. Make it a conscious effort to choose positivity. Be positive and surround yourself with positive people and positive things. For some of us, it's affirmations. You don't have to go. For me, I can look around my house everywhere, and there's a wooden sign that says something like, I'm looking at this one right here, and it says, "Dreams without limits." But then I look across the room, it's family gathers here. Look over here and it says, "Please let me drop everything to work out your problems." That one's not an affirmation really, but it's funny to me. So I like comedy. That's my self-love. One of them. So have all those little things, but you don't even have to go out and buy anything. You can get you some sticky notes and write affirmations down and put it on your wall. So that's the first thing. Surround yourself with positivity. Okay? The second thing is be intentional about it. Because don't do it because I'm telling you to do it. Don't do it because you've heard to do it. Do it because you deserve it. You deserve to see the growth inside of yourself. You deserve to feel love. So be intentional about it. And then while you're being intentional, acknowledge that you have grown because of self-love. Acknowledge it to yourself. Somebody's got to acknowledge it. Why not you, right? I'm just saying. Number 3, I want you to speak kind words to yourself. Look yourself in the mirror, on your phone, your smart device. You can even record yourself doing it. I didn't think about that. It just popped in my head. That would be a good idea. Record yourself saying positive things to yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. And I'm not talking about the beauty on the outside. And that's the reason I didn't get all dolled up, as some may call it, because there's beauty on the inside that needs to be seen. So tell yourself how beautiful you are, how wonderful you are, how smart you are. That one thing that you know you can do, tell yourself how you can do it. Be intentional about it. Speak kind words. Number 4, be grateful for those things. Have a spirit and a mindset of gratitude. Be grateful for who you are. There's somebody wishing that they could be you. So be grateful. Be grateful of how beautiful you are, inside and out. Be grateful of how wonderful you can do certain things. Be grateful. Think about the great things. Don't think about what you can't do. Think about what you can do and be grateful for it. So then there's the last thing. It's the most important thing. You have to be you. You can't be me. You can't be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, the neighbor next door, your coworker. People can inspire you, but they should be inspiring you to be the better you. Be the best you can be. You gotta be you. That's the first part of being or giving yourself self-love. If you're being someone else, you're not loving you, you're loving them. And you are supposed to love them, but this is about self-love. So, be you. That's all that really matters right now in this segment. We're talking about you. Nobody else. You. Self-love. We're going to dig some more into this, but right now I'm going to leave it right there. Give you a little bit to think about. The next time we talk, I want to talk about how do you know that you love yourself? Something to think about for later. But for right now, I want you to go back and think about things you're going to do to self-love. And if you're already doing self-love, I want you to comment below the things that you do, because some of us need some ideas on how to do it. Well, I'm gonna go drink my smoothie because that's part of my self-love. Till next time, I would normally do this. Maybe I'll just write something on the top of there to say self-love, or no, love chat. Maybe I'll still say self-love there. But till next time, this is the love chat. I love you all. Wish you all the best. Be blessed.